Hey Alex, art student here. Today I'm going to be painting a bit. My grandma knows that I like arts and crafts, and she found these wooden circles for me, and I've had them for a few years and I had no idea what to do with them. And I finally figured out what I wanted to do. There's this artist I found on Pinterest and then eventually found their Instagram, and I loved her work. Just cool shapes and bright colors with a graphic character on a kind of 3D surface. So I figured I have a bunch of clay and might as well try to create some kind of 3D surface and get inspired from her piece. As you can see, I'm having a lot of trouble with the clay because I think it was slightly dry. So I had to use a lot of water, a lot of sculpting with my thumbs, and a lot of body weight. Once the pieces were dry, I sprayed them with a clear coat. I had a bunch of really thin pieces of wood that I was going to use for wood carving or acrylic painting, and I decided, let's try cutting it and seeing if I could create some interesting shapes with it. After trying my best to smooth out the edges, I'm gluing the wood/clay half-ish circle pieces to the wood cutouts that I did. With this color combination and the shape, it really looked like an avocado. It is not. It just happened to look nice, and the colors do change eventually. So what I noticed with these pieces was that it took a lot of time, a lot of patience, and I thankfully had a space heater with me, so I was able to set all of the pieces to dry right in front of it, and it sped up this painting process so much more. And it was easy to just paint the backgrounds first on all the pieces, let them dry, then move on to the next step, whether it was adding details or glue or whatever it may be. The acrylics that I have are, I think, kind of cheap, so they're not very thick, and I would have to do a lot of layers with them. So with each of these pieces, I kind of had loose sketches in my sketchbook about different characters or designs or patterns I wanted on each. And I kind of just went through my sketchbook and picked a face that I liked or some dots that I liked and try seeing what colors would look interesting and contrast and make it up as I went along. This piece was based off of the sun. I think I've been really into them lately, so of course I had to create one. I get a lot of inspiration for these patterns on Pinterest or Instagram. I like looking at other artists' work. This piece is, of course, a little skull boy, and it's inspired by some plants and nature patterns as well as Day of the Dead. really like using the paint markers to add these tiny details. It really gives me a lot of control. I had a ton of fun adding these little different colors to the pieces. I think it really made it fun. And this piece is of a girl in outer space. Maybe she's a planet, maybe she's just floating, or some kind of celestial goddess. I don't know. But I actually had to redo this face and fix it up. It just wasn't working. Here was me adding the face details, but the colors and the face did not work out, and I'm really going through a lot of struggles with creating cool character faces, so I just went to my classic sleepy sun face. This face is so much prettier and calmer and beautiful, and I love the colors that I chose on it. Here's another leaf character. I really loved the blues and the yellows, and I think the lines that I did eventually to create the veins of the leaf really worked out well for this piece. And here we have a skull boy. I don't know if I'm too happy with all of the skull boy faces, at least on this circle, but I do think they're pretty cute. The more colors and cute little patterns, the better the design. And here's another leaf, again with those cute little veins. I think this was a really cutely illustrated piece. I think I really like the dark colors on the faces. It creates a good contrast. Here I'm adding a little leaf to its head. I thought it would be a cute little addition. This girl definitely needed more earthy tones decorated on her face. Even though I love my paint markers, sometimes they blob up and they kind of ruin the piece. Freaked out a little bit, but I was able to use it as a little nose highlight. And this last guy is a seraph, so a biblically accurate angelic or angel. So I had little wings around its head, and of course a classic eyeball, and I just played around, and I really like the wing detail that I did, and I'm glad I used the paint marker for it. I think these colors work really well together. I usually don't like using cream, and I've never used cream and blue together, but I think they work very well as an angel kind of look and a calming cloud, I don't know, essence. And now that you've seen me create the pieces, let's look at those close-up shots. And thank you so much for watching. That's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, check out my other videos or my stuff on Etsy. I really appreciate everything you guys do for watching, commenting, liking, all those things. Hope you have a great day. Thanks. Bye.